Steve, Mark Medina, Bay Area News Group. How is Klay and Andre for tonight?
Andre won't play. Klay will warm up, and we'll see. But he was doing better this morning when he checked in with the training staff, so I'm hopeful that he'll play.
Any other questions? Over here on the left side.
Mercury, NBC News Radio. Coach, after seeing what LeBron did in Game 1, would you entertain the idea of maybe double-teaming him right as he crosses half court to have him get rid of the ball and have his teammates forced to make a play?
I appreciate the question. I'm always amused that I'm asked to come up here 2 hours before the game and answer questions about strategy. I understand this is the protocol, but I'm not going to reveal what we're going to do defensively. That would seem quite silly to me.
All right.
But the fact that I'm here 2 hours before the game seems silly to me. But I got to do what I got to do.
No problem, Coach.
Thanks for the question. It's a good try.
Right side.
Michael Pina, Vice Sports. Sean Livingston has obviously had a lot of success over the past few years without a three-point shot, but have you ever encouraged him to step beyond the arc since you've been his coach over the past few years?
We talked about it his first year here, and he shot a few corner threes that year, but he never got comfortable with it, and so we never really pressed the issue. I think he's a great shooter, but he knows his range, he knows his game, and so he sticks to that.
Anthony Slater with The Athletic. Two things. First, has Andre shown any progress to make you more optimistic that he could maybe play in Cleveland? And then two, have you ever can you remember Klay having to play limited and when he's been on the court, maybe hobbling around? How effective has he been?
I'm optimistic Andre will play at some point in the series. He has gotten better gradually, but there's no way of knowing for sure at this point. And as for Klay, it just seems like Klay is never injured. I don't really remember, other than this year when he hurt his wrist, I don't remember him ever being hobbled before.
Melissa Rowland, Bay Area News Group. Steve, is the final determination regarding Klay Thompson just going to be how much pain he's in when he goes through warm-ups? Is it just a pain tolerance thing, or?
He's going to go warm up, and if he and the training staff say that he's okay, then we'll play him.
In the fourth row on the right side.
Steve Connor-Letourneau, San Francisco Chronicle. What have you thought about Patrick McCaw's story just a couple months ago, thinking he might be paralyzed to now being able to play meaningful minutes in the NBA Finals?
Yeah, it's a phenomenal story. It's a huge relief, to be honest, more than anything, given his state that night. That was a terrifying moment for him and his family, and so it's great to see how quickly he's recovered, and he's done a good job. When we've thrown him out there for limited minutes, he knows what he's doing. It's good to see him have his health back and out there on the floor.
Next question in the fourth row in the center.
John Arono, Trend Basket, Turkey. Coach, do you see isolation plays with KD and the ball movement as either or are they simply tools in your toolbox that you go back to?
I think it's ideally they're blended together. And when we're at our best, that's what you see. You see the ball moving, and you see KD isolating, maybe after we get some action or at the end of a shot clock when the defense has done its job. And, we are incredibly blessed to have him to bail us out of plenty of possessions. Obviously we're a motion team, a flow team, and so we need both.
Thank you.
Second row over here.
Hi, Steve. Minnie Bach with ABC 7 Sports. You said obviously Klay hasn't been injured. He's never missed a playoff game in his career. So for you, just dealing with rotations as well as switches, anything new for you, or you kind of have a flow if he is not able to go? Yeah,
we met as a staff this morning to go over that scenario. And so we have a plan in place if he doesn't play, and we'll go from there. But this is how it has to work when guys are out. You just you got to turn to the next option, and guys have to be ready to step up and play.
Monty on the right.
Monty Poole, NBC Sports Bay Area. Steve, even though Andre's not playing, is there a way you can sort of quantify what his value is to the team, specifically the young players on this team? It looks like, he has a pretty heavy influence on those guys like Kavan and
Yeah, not just those guys, but us, our coaching staff too. He came into the huddle the other night in game one with a great suggestion that we went with, and it worked. So Andre knows the game as well as anybody, and I always welcome his input, and he's been a great mentor for the younger guys in this group the last few years, and he's doing everything he can while he's on the sidelines to help us out.